Gotcha.
All right, welcome to Cinebuzz. Cheers, guys. Oh, you know what? We didn't even talk about what we were drinking, so we're not being fancy tonight because we've been drinking a lot. Yeah, we did.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Since
Over the
he
last couple of
landed, we
days.
just
Yesterday was a drink fest. When I came in, that was a drink.
But I've been drinking these like pre-done drinks in a can, and they're always really good. This one's like Tiki Rum Hurricane. We've had, so far my favorite's been the Long Island ST, but they're pretty cool. Yeah. Okay, so Twisters is obviously the follow-up movie to Armageddon.
Right, but
No,
right,
yeah.
Twister, a sequel, but in name only and title font.
So when Twisters first was kind of marketed, it looked kind of like a cheap imitation marketing-wise. Like when I first saw the poster and whatnot, it was like, okay, not one Twister, but now we have a bunch, kind of like Sharknado or something like that. It's like, oh, now we have multiple things in there. So in the first movie, they just want data. They just want to get the data so they can understand it, so they can predict, so they can go, hey, there's a Twister coming, and get people to safety. This movie, forget that. Like this movie, they want to kill the Twister. Like they just want to murder it.
Yeah.
They want it to not exist.
They're trying to find a way to stop a Twister in its tracks, so it doesn't go and it stops it.
Mm-hmm.
Just like they used to think that stopping forest fires was good. It was not, because there's a natural attrition to the natural creation of fires in the forest, because otherwise then you get too much foliage on the bottom, and then someday if you do get one, which you will eventually, it just becomes a firestorm.
More you know. Excellent.
You bet.
Excellent. Now we can just go home. This one's more of a monster movie.
Right, it's a little more,
monster
it
movie.
seems more personal on both sides.
Like you could swap the Twister out with like a Godzilla.
Right, and it's a little more dramatic, to the point that, again, like the first one, really felt really realistic. Everything was like intense, but to the point of this could happen.
Yeah.
This one was a little more like direct. I mean, it's like, wow, the situations they put themselves in were like really could be fatal.
A little cartoony.
Yeah, exactly. A little more comic bookish, if you will, right?
Yeah. And so you have the main person, lady, who I guess she's kind of the Helen Hunt character in a way, and she's very scientific, kind of nerdy, really driven, and she wants to figure out a way to suck these chemicals up into a Twister so it dissipates all the moisture and get rid of
Which
it.
I never quite understood exactly how that works.
Yeah. Well, they did.
But they seem to know what they were talking about.
Yeah. In comes like Mr. Hot Rod, right? Like the guy who's full of charisma.
The man certainly has charisma.
He had things on his truck like the Batmobile, where it's like, okay, this is going to work to help you not get killed.
Giant, heavy, 5-ton things are being thrown, but somehow they're still able to run. They're like running and like, oh, watch out for that trolley that's coming down. It's like, if it's strong enough to push a trolley, I have a feeling it's like, that's it for me. And they just, like, when they go into that town at the end, instead of going to try to, get some more data, like, we need to help the people. I think the people could see that.
Yeah, they pretty much had a handle on it.
Yeah, you can see what's going on. And all of it's just like, come on, get in the theater.
So they're already running.
Yeah, they're already running.
They got an idea, and they live here. And it's not probably their first time knowing about a storm.
Yeah.
But they treated it like it was Godzilla.
I feel like this is a monster movie. They even pay homage to it when they're ducking into the movie theater, which is probably
Monster Fest,
which is like the worst place to go. It turned out to be like the worst place to go. So we didn't get a movie theater, and that was like, it's still ripping apart.
They alluded to expecting a basement.
Yeah.
It's like because movie theaters always have a basement.
Where's the basement? Excuse me? Aren't we going to see the basement?
They're running around the streets and they're just like, the storm cellars. Oh no, they what do you call it? Not storm cellar. The emergency shelters. The storm shelters. They're just all full. Like, okay.
Okay, I missed that part.
It was kind of what was this, like Titanic?
So
the worst street fair ever.
Yeah.
Like the worst. It's like it's got like 5 canopies and someone's selling. I don't even know what they're selling. It's like some guy's making some sort of jewelry or something.
Festival thing.
And he's like trying to pack it up. I'm like, you can't pack it up. You gotta get into the storm cellar. Oh wait, the storm cellar's all full. Fuck. We're gonna get into the movie theater. And then they get in the movie theater, people just get sucked out. At this point, why don't they just have the band, like on the Titanic, just stand there and go, it's been a pleasure. It's been a pleasure selling in this flea market with you, and just start playing on the street, until they just get sucked off into the sky.
It's like, okay.
Yeah. And plus, she just, like, how many people have to die on her watch? You know?
Yeah. I mean,
Because all those people died, she led them there. She's like, come on, let's go into the movie theater, you'll be fine. And it's like, shoot, 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 right?
Right.
You know, unnamed character number A and B, and they just get sucked off, you know?
Right. At least they weren't wearing red shirts.
Yeah, red shirts. And you don't even have a name tag.
Look at you, you haven't even got a name tag.
You know, just like in the beginning of the movie, hey, is the movie okay? They get sucked up. Then at the rodeo, you know, hey, come with me to a pool for some reason. I'm not. They need to explain the pool to me a little more. Like, we need to get to the pool. I didn't really get it.
Well, I was
didn't
like,
seem
you know,
too safe.
for me it was like, oh well, thank goodness that it's empty. I don't know if the last tornado sucked it all out, all the water out. Now it's empty.
That seems rather
Right.
dangerous too. Like, you're just gonna have this big empty pool.
Yeah, it's
Why is the
like,
pool
why is it
empty?
empty?
And if you go walking out, you're just gonna fall in and get hurt. Are you using it for like skateboarding now or something? Like
Yeah,
there's a
right,
bunch of
exactly. So.
Oklahoma Hicks skateboarding in there. I don't know, but they just
And then-
don't care.
And what was with the pipes that they ran it out to? What is
Yeah,
that?
where'd
to do
those
with
pipes
it?
come from? Where's the
The
line of
pool.
pipes inside the pool?
Yeah. Oh, and then it got really melodramatic with the him getting his leg pinned under
Oh Jesus! Yeah.
something. That,
Yeah,
oh,
the
that truck.
Oh my
And
God!
then
that was so
the
stupid.
giant, then the entire water tower.
Yeah, they were trying to pull a Spielberg. That's a Spielberg move where you up the ante.
Right. Yeah.
There's not this but that. Like, you're like, oh my God, there. You know, it's not bad enough that there's a
Tornado.
There's a tornado coming.
Now
It's
there's
crazy.
a giant water tower.
Well, now he's pinned, and they can't get him up. Oh, now this giant water tower, probably full of water, and probably stinky water too, because it's been sitting there for like 100 years or whatever, you know. So now what? Now they have dysentery. Like, great, we survived this, but now I got like freaking sludge water up my ass.
Right.
You know, at the end. Is that the sequel?
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Sludge.
What's the sequel? Like, she gets sued, right? And they're like, yeah, everything was fine until she, you know, didn't kill the tornado earlier because she decided to come into town and tell people to go into a theater and basically to their own peril. And then she gets in the truck and decides to kill the tornado. Just in the nick of time, although the time was already done. It was done.
Yeah.
It was already destroyed. So I think if you're going to be a hero, you're supposed to interfere before it kills everybody.
Well, right.
So is it picking and choosing where it's powerful? The tornado's like, I'm going to be more powerful here, but I'm just going to let her a little line here where she can come get me with a truck.
Yeah.
I mean, if it's a monster movie, that would totally happen. Because monsters are just like, you can distract it. And he's like, I'm going to go use my gamma ray over here. And the other guy's like, good, my trick
Well,
worked.
there's a will, and tornadoes don't have a will. It's nature.
It just goes where
Yeah.
what's ever
It's
happening.
going.
It's not looking for a town.
Right. And it's nothing personal.
Although it is looking for her town.
Apparently.
Yeah, he's like, let's go to the rodeo. Oh, fuck, tornado. Let's go here. Oh, fuck, tornado. You know, I understand she's chasing tornadoes, but they weren't chasing tornadoes. They were relaxing. So now, like, here, you want, don't chase a tornado. Just go park somewhere. It's gonna find you.
And it had its moments, but not enough.
See,
to
it
fill
is
the
a
whole
monster
film.
movie. It's like Halloween. You know, it's like Michael Myers is gonna find you. He's gonna find he's gonna find
Right.
you. And then eventually you're like, I'm gonna take the offense. I'm gonna find him.
Right,
And you
I'm
need to
gonna
come
attack.
back. Yeah. So like, she's doing that. You got the tornadoes.
Yeah,
and
and in
Michael
the
Myers.
end, she beats him.
She beats him, although everyone's dead. It'd be kind of like if Jamie
Well, not
Lee
everyone's
Curtis,
dead.
or like, I don't know, Bruce Willis or whatever in Die Hard was just like, I'm just gonna let him kill everybody first, and then I'm gonna kill Hans at the end, and just be like, well, I'm the hero. Yeah, but you could have intervened a little sooner instead of everyone just dying.
Right. So this is basically like,
It's not
again,
particularly
because
well
they're not both connected directly. Good.
burp right in my face. That was where'd
Oh,
you growl?
did I?
I was just.
That was an accident.
Is you the well? I'm sponsored.
But nothing compared to yours. I mean,
Yeah.
did you even notice?
I did. Looking at him, heard a growl. Because Wolfman doesn't really burp that often. So it's like, well, if he's going to burp, I'm going to know. Who did the wardrobe on this film? The makeup? Terrible.
Well, I mean, it was
Terrible.
certainly nothing to write home about.
It was I mean,
It's pretty much,
What was she
just,
wearing?
just wear whatever you're wearing.
she was wearing her wardrobe. Like, it was horrendous. Like, they give her, like, bleach blonde hair with roots coming out. And then she doesn't bother combing. And then she's got, like, I don't know what it was. It was like a outer shirt that had stripes on it, tucked into like some weird ass jeans. Like, it wasn't even good jeans. They were like old lady jeans,
Uh-huh.
you know. And then she just kept getting into these outfits that were just worse and worse. Like, if I was on the set, I'd be like, this is what you're wearing. Like, wow, who would wear this?
Right.
You know, it's like it was, and then everyone else is walking around with like these tight little pants on with like everything tucked in. Like everyone's just tucking their shirts in, whether you're wearing a t-shirt or polo, everyone's just tucking their shirts in. So I don't really see
I
that.
didn't notice.
I don't really see that as normal behavior, especially when there's people who are like, get out there and wrangle up some tornadoes.
Right.
Let me just tuck in my t-shirt first.
And I didn't even notice.
So we got a Jeers and a Cheers from me, but either way, you know, I'm not gonna, well, not discourage anybody from seeing it because
Right,
I
yeah.
think there's value in
And
it.
I think
for
there's enough
people.
people who will see it if nothing else, just for the.
Yeah.
You want to see what's his name?
I don't know the name.
The guy with the cowboy.
Like what is he? He's kind of like the low rent Harrison Ford, or
Well, yeah, he
And
was in
the
Top
ne-
Gun.
kind of like the next
Maverick.
level Chris Pratt.
Oh.